Welcome back to another episode, Talks with AJ Podcast. I'm your host, AJ. Today I have two special guests in the building that's going to be rocking out with me today. I have Talk That Shit P, and I also have my brother Jay. We have an interesting topic we're going to be discussing today, dating in 2025 and the ageism that comes with it. So how do you guys feel about that?
Dating is too hard in 2025.
It's hard?
It's extremely hard.
Why?
Because everybody is in like a gumbo mixing pot. Okay. It's like you got the old, the young, the experienced, the non-experienced, and it's like now you don't know how to date. There's no courting. Is that what you call it? Courting?
Right.
Men don't know how to court women no more. Now it's, yeah, I was in your DM. Check your DM. No.
So
what happened
Jay,
to the old fashioned?
So Jay, how you feel about that?
I feel like if men don't know how to court women, it's because it's no point of courting the women, because they're not responding to that. They're responding to the DMs. They responding to that. That's why they respond to the YNs. The YNs they winning right now. And guess what they doing? They not courting. Check your DM.
No, see, the YNs only winning because of the fuckery they do out there. Like,
and guess what?
Older women. I'm not gonna say that. I can't speak for older women. All older women. I'm only gonna speak for myself. Like,
okay.
It's just not like back then. Like, you just don't understand how to go on a date no more. Like, I'm a date person. I've never been. I am not even gonna lie to you. I never like to date a nigga. Like, I'll never like to go on a date. Mm-hmm. My first thing is when I meet somebody and I'm vibing with the person, I work backwards. So it's like basically, oh my God, I hope my kids don't kill me for this.
Go ahead. What's the process?
I like to
What's the process?
get in that sheet first
Okay.
and see what I'm doing there first.
Between the sheets, like
Between the sheets. I need to know, because all this talking and all this wasting time going on dates, courting me, liking me, and I like you, and then the bedroom is very important, and you don't lay it down. Damn, that was a waste of fucking time.
So that's a turnoff for you.
Hell, fuck
But okay,
yeah.
but let me ask you this though. So what is your definition of courting? Because everybody have
Courting to me is this.
Okay.
Like, some men, like, say for instance, I have a homeboy and one of his homeboys want to know what's up.
Okay.
And he's like, okay, put me down or whatever. And then you introduce yourself. Like, let me know who you are. Going in my DM don't mean a motherfucking thing. Because I might not even check my damn DMs. I might not even go through social media. I might not do none of that. What just happened to you just coming and talk to me like a regular person? You see me, like, if you see me in the store, you want to know what's up, holler at me. You see me in an event, a club, or whatever it is, just step to me like a regular person. If you step to me and then we exchange words and the energy is right or whatever the case may be, because you're attracted to the person instantly once you see them. To me. I don't know about everybody
I'm
else.
glad you said that. That's very important. I'm glad you said that.
Because you could be catfishing a bitch through the DM.
Right.
Like, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Or the angles.
Yeah. What about you, Jay?
For me,
Not the fucking angles.
the angles. Yeah, I got a story about the angles, but we'll talk about that later. For me, as far as courting?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little mixture of both.
Okay.
I know how to court and I know how to go in the new era. You know what I'm saying? I'm versatile. But
That's the new era.
the new era is like,
Let him break it down.
it's like my nigga yo move. Like,
Okay.
what's up? Like, nigga want to know about you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've been watching you from afar and I want to know what's up.
Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, but that's not how you court certain women. You can't do that to every woman.
Oh, you mean the lingo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
that new era way.
Okay.
Like the old fashioned way is, hey, how you doing? You introduce yourself, whatever. And, I would like to get to know you and, see if our interests align. I mean, there's still a few women, not a lot, but a few women. So, I can't, you can't just put every woman in the same pot. So,
Which I agree.
yeah.
I agree with that.
So I know how to do both. So it doesn't matter to me. But like you said, I gotta be attracted to you. Once I'm attracted to you, oh, it's over. I'm on you. Like, the attraction is like number one for me. Then, because that'll motivate me to, like, okay, boom. Because I lose interest fast.
Right.
Me too.
And what causes that? Like, what are some of the things that are just causing you to lose interest? I'm gonna ask you too, people. I want to hear from Jay first.
Like for me, I'm a lover boy type of nigga.
Oh, okay.
So like when I meet her, I think all good. Boom, boom, boom. So I pay attention to everything, and already in my head, boom, this is what I'm finna do. This how I see her, and then once I get to know her, is either she checking the boxes or and then once it's that too many then it's like,
Okay, but let me ask you this. But what are some of the things you look for in that woman? Like
one of the
break
things
it down.
right today now, what I look for is consistency.
Okay.
And I look for her to be as human as possible.
Okay.
Because a lot of women are not realistic and they're not human. They're in this delusional world. When you're in this human world, you understand things happen, life happens, and it's not about what happens to you, it's how you deal with it. A lot of people like to still stay in a fantasy no matter what happens around them. And that's not real, you know?
I got you.
Especially for me I've been through different things. I done seen different things. I've been different places. I done dated different races. I'm like, yo, that human element kind of helps you stay connected to that person. Even if like you have a disagreement or you see something they don't see, it makes you kind of, okay, let me look at it from their point of view. You get what I'm saying?
I got it.
So it makes it more human.
Got it.
Because me, when I see a woman, especially if you're very attractive, I'm already looking at you like, damn. I'm looking at like my mind blown because I feel like God created babies, women, and it's just like those two things are just like, wow.
Gotcha.
It is one of those things that is mesmerizing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some women are more breathtaking than others. So, you know, we're going to keep it real.
But what about the character part of the
Thank
woman?
you. Get
The
that.
character, all right, all right, we're gonna get past the
I'ma
beauty.
get to you,
all
Pete.
right,
I
we
got
get past
you.
the
No, I'm
beauty.
telling you,
but
get
the
there as far
character
as the
does
character.
matter because you are who you are day in and day out.
Right.
And if you can't be the same person day in and day out, I can't be with you because
So
it
what
ain't
are some
gonna
of the
work.
questions
Okay.
that you ask on a date?
What a question I asked on the date?
Yeah, like what are some of the things that you ask on a date
I asked, you know,
so you can see what type of character they have or I mean, she's so beautiful, but let's get to
well, what
who
I
you
do,
are.
what I like to do is I like to ask her by herself and I like to observe, like to see what she say and what she do doesn't match, and to see how she treat the people that's around her that knew her before I knew her.
Right.
So that's gonna tell me how she gonna treat me.
I could dig that.
Because you'll meet a woman, right? And then you don't really know her, right? You in the process of getting to know her, you'll know about everybody around her and how much she dislikes the people around her. And you like, damn, if you dislike them, then shit, how you feel about me?
What
There you
about
go.
you, Pete? Let me get your point. Let me get your POV.
About like what?
About what we
I get
just-
bored quickly.
Right.
Men are not, to me, right now, men are not too consistent. But then you don't want to take away from, because I'm real. I'm as real as it can get. Meaning, as in, I understand. I'm very understanding. If you in the streets, if you whatever you do, I'm just giving that as an example. Like, if you're a hard worker, if you grinding, just let me know. Just like communicate with me.
Okay.
I hate to see and then you know what's another thing? I hate to see somebody, like if I'm dating you and I'm realizing that you're somebody who's always on your phone, right? And then I text you and it takes you hours to respond. And I'm like, bitch, when we was out, nigga, you was on this phone.
But what if he busy though?
Yeah, that
No.
day.
If you're busy, guess
Right.
what? I'm busy. I'm going to hit you back. That takes nothing but a second.
You know
And it's free.
that's
It
crazy.
doesn't cost you anything.
But that goes both ways. I done seen women, they always on the gram. As soon as you text them, then
That's
all of a
because they're not
sudden,
interested.
Right.
I'm just being real. They're not interested.
Wow.
But as far as for a man,
Right.
it's different.
oh, it's
Let me ask-
different, huh?
It's different.
Why?
For a
But let
man.
me ask you this though, Pete. What is it that you look for in a man? As far as the, a good looking man. What else do you
No,
look for?
I don't never go for looks.
Okay, so what do you
I don't
go
go for looks. Looks that's very superficial. I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to.
Okay.
If I see you and I'm attracted to you, that's just what it is.
So you don't have a type.
No, I got a fucking type. I
What's
just
your
don't
type?
got that.
Well, okay,
What's your
I got a
type?
type, meaning as in looks, I don't have a type.
Right.
Like if I like you, I like you. It is just what it is.
Okay.
But as far as like, how can I say it? What I look for, the qualities that I look for in a man is consistency. That's one.
Okay.
Hard worker. That's two. You can't be lazy. Like I don't like no lazy ass nigga. Like
Right.
that don't match. If I'm not lazy, I don't want to be with somebody that's lazy.
Okay.
Yeah, that
You
makes
understand? That
sense.
don't make no sense to me. Somebody who has goals, like set goals for themselves. And believe it or not, in the process of getting to know you, I do ask these questions like, what do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you see yourself? What do you have planned? What do you want to do with yourself? Are you a traveling person? Do you like to explore? Do you like to do different things? Like, I'm not finna be stuck with no nigga who's just say the furthest they ever been to was Orlando. Hell, fuck no. We not.
Because we already know you're an international traveler.
Thank you. So we not finna. We not
internationally
finna
known.
We're not finna do it.
Internationally known.
But I'm not gonna take that away from a man if you're not traveling so much because you never know what somebody's circumstances are.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
even if I gotta open you up to that. Let's go. I'm
Which
down
is cool.
for it. I'm down for it. I don't went to Jamaica before. That don't mean you ain't been. I won't go. Let's go. We out. We outside.
But let me ask you guys these questions, right? Because as of late, if you've been on social media heavy, you know, this been trending a lot. You know, older women dating young men, and of course, older men dating young girls. So how do y'all feel about that? You know, how do you feel? Let me start with you first, P.
I could really take this.
Your point of view.
A while back, Lala and Anthony said something. She was like, when I was younger, I used to like dating older men.
Right.
Now that I'm older, nothing but younger niggas are trying to holler at me. And she's not lying. I'm not lying to you. When I was younger, I used to like dating older men. I didn't like dating like boys that was at school with me because they talked too much. They were, and it just so happened I end up having a baby with someone that was in high school with me. No, not older. Okay. But the dude that I was talking to before him was older. He was older than me. He was
how much older?
That's not your business. He was just older. Okay. I used to always talk to the dudes that's in the streets.
Okay.
So I never liked it high school dudes. I never liked the dudes that went to school with me, that was on the block. I just did not like them. I just felt like they were very immature. And me, I'm not gonna say I was so mature, but I was real like I was real low key.
Low key. Okay.
So I ain't want everybody in my business.
Got it. But let me ask you this though.
So
the older guy that you dated, do you feel like he laced you up with some game? He gave you some knowledge?
Like
he laced
with
you.
some
like I'm just saying, like
gyms?
No, like
okay, so
like he
the gyms.
Like you won't know this till you get older.
Okay.
About the gyms that he was trying to lace you with.
Okay.
Because at 16. What the hell? You don't want to be laced up with no gyms. You don't know. You don't know nothing.
Right.
You just know this is the vibes.
Right. But what did you learn? But what did you learn from that situation?
I learned with the older guy.
Yeah, with the older guy.
What I learned was it was just different. We were really on the same page as far as like low key with it.
Got it.
Don't have people in my business.
No pillow talking.
No, hell no. We're not doing that. I was just never that type of girl. Jesus Christ, don't kill me, kids. I was just never that type of girl. It was just like, let's get in, do what we do, and I'm out. I'm outside. I'm back outside. I don't want to
be low key with that.
I don't want to date.
Situation.
I don't want to go out. I don't want to do none of that. I end up doing that later.
Okay, so let me ask you, Jay. What about you? Let me get your POV.
Shoot. For me, I guess when I was coming up, a lot of older men were dating younger women, so it was more common than seeing the older women with the younger man, because it wasn't too much. Like growing up, you probably had a homeboy or two that might date an older chick,
right?
But mostly it was the other way around. So for me, I was used to it, like seeing the man dating the younger woman. So now seeing it the other way around, it doesn't bother me,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you grown, do what you want to do.
Just grown.
Exactly.
Like you're adult. You can do what you want to do. You don't have to, whatever you want to do, if that's what you want to do, it's fine with me.
You mean like date an older or younger person?
Yeah, okay. They up or down. I done did both. I done did up, down. It doesn't matter.
But but go ahead.
If you find that person to be interesting and you want to rock with that person, rock out.
What about you?
Yeah, hey, I'm glad you asked me the question. Remember, we already had this discussion already.
Yep.
This is my opinion. Me personally, I think a lot of YNs are dating older women. It's a fetish. That's just my point of view. I think it's a fetish because, of course, when you were a younger man and you're dating a much older woman, that gives you cool points with the much younger females because they see that. I'm telling you, that younger females see you, this young man dating this woman that's more mature than you. So in that younger female, in her mind, she's like, damn, what did he do to even attract that older woman? Especially if it's a fine looking older woman that have her own house, her own car, a career. So all of that plays a factor. You know, I don't think, because my thing is this, okay, if a YN is dating an older woman, is it leading to marriage?
Some
Is
women
it
don't
leading
want
to
marriage.
engagement? I understand that, but I'm just saying that. But it's just my POV. I think it's a fetish. I'm telling you,
I don't-
because I've been there and done that. I done experienced that. That's the reason why I'm saying that.
I don't know. I just feel like back in the days, it
Right.
probably was a fetish.
Right.
But
So it's not a fetish
2025, it's not a fetish. That's how they want to rock. We don't look our age, as you clearly can see. Some of the women don't look their age.
Right, I give you
You
that.
can be in your 40s and your 30s, and you don't look nothing like it. So
Well-
sometimes young hoes don't even know how old this hoe is.
Well, I don't know about don't look in their age.
No, we don't. We don't. Come on, give us our credit. Give us our
Listen,
credit.
Some women, not all.
Give us our credit, my boy.
No.
Then your young
Some-
niggas won't be
No,
nowhere
no.
near us, cause your homeboy back in the days would have never tried to holler at your mama. Like, why would tell me?
But
But
I'ma
if
tell
your
you why.
mama had one of those fast ass old ladies, they used to come to the crib,
Right.
thicker than a motherfucker, looking right. Guess what? Damn, Auntie, right?
No, but I'm gonna say this though. But there is
It's
a
just a
difference.
difference.
But it's a difference.
There's a difference, though,
The
Pete.
moms don't. The
Let me tell
moms
you
back
something.
then don't
Right.
move like the moms now.
Until today.
It's not
They don't.
about how we
They don't.
move. It's
just
I
saying.
Said, when my mom was in her 40s, my mom looked like she was in her 40s. My boy.
Some
It
of these
wasn't-
moms look like they're in their 40s.
Like me,
No.
my mother.
They just dress like they're in their
Right.
20s.
Like my mom,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest with you, my mother moved like a nun. My mom, her dresses used to be way down here.
There you go.
Plain and simple.
There you go.
No
And-
makeup, no
There
nail
you go.
polish, just plain old simple. Right? So to me, I don't think it's the same with today's time
yeah,
and back in the day.
And they
and
look
stuff.
different.
What
They
do you
dress
mean?
different.
What do you
The-
mean? It
the
don't
way
look
they
the same.
look.
The way they
No.
look.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. So
it's
the
different.
the age thing is this.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. You really don't know. You
Okay.
really don't know until you know. You
Okay.
know she older than you. You just don't know how
You
old
know.
she is.
You know she older.
Homeboy, of course you gonna know if you're like a stalker follower or whatever the hell.
It's not
if
a stalker
someone's on my
follower.
Instagram, okay, let me speak from experience. Young niggas is in my DM all the time.
Okay.
Now, I'm just being real. Young niggas in my DM all the time. But it's just like, hold up, let me let you know first. No, matter of fact, I ain't gonna let you know. When you're in my Instagram, you see my 24-year-old daughter.
Right.
You see my 15-year-old daughter.
Right.
So I ain't hiding that. You
But they
see
not
them
looking
'cause-
at that.
There you go. So
They
and
looking at you twerk and they say, "I want
I'm
that."
not on Instagram twerking.
No, I'm saying
I'm not on
saying
Instagram
Yo,
twerking.
don't feel like you being attacked. I'm just saying
No,
in
I'm
general.
not He-Man woman hater. I'm not. I'm
Nah,
just saying-
okay, I'll be
just-
that. But what I'm saying
I'm
is
just telling
when
you,
they
I'm
when they
not.
going through your page, they not looking for it. They like, damn, okay, she look right. Send that DM and let's see if she bite. She bite. We rock.
But what do you think you're gonna get out of that? That's the fetish part he's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, and then again, we had this discussion.
Right, we did.
What are you still doing here 2 years later, 13 years later, 10 years later? What are you still doing here?
Doing
you
where?
had your fetish. You did what you had to do. Now keep it moving.
That's
Why
not
are you
always
still
the
here?
case. I
Why
mean,
are you still here?
some people that you meet and some people that you interact with, you build a bond that lasts a lifetime.
Oh,
yeah,
you,
I agree.
You
with
Yeah.
that.
build, you build
I
that
agree
bond,
with
right?
Yeah.
For a lifetime.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There's
I
some
agree.
people. There's some people that I
We
met.
gotta bring it back. Hold
Yeah,
on.
because
okay,
there's
you know,
some
I
people.
agree with that.
Why are we bonding with someone who just came in for a fetish?
Life got the life in, Pete.
Oh, so that's why I
It's
told you
life
that
got
this
the life in.
the shit changed. It's real. It's real. Okay, so since y'all got a lifetime bond,
Yep,
what would make you
lifetime
think
bond.
that little young nigga don't want to marry you?
Because he didn't bring up marrying you.
No. I'm just saying you don't know. I'm giving
Oh,
those
okay.
kind of
You
questions.
right.
Right,
You right.
because
I don't
he didn't
know.
pop the question.
He didn't. But I'm saying,
Did he?
is that still a fetish?
I'm saying, did he pop the question, P?
who are you talking to?
Oh no, I'm just asking in
no,
this scenario.
no,
You know what I'm
no.
saying? In this scenario,
I
right?
mean,
In this scenario.
if they got this lifetime bond, why?
Yeah,
I mean, you're here for a lifetime.
I got a question, right?
What's the difference?
I got a question, right? So you haven't met somebody random.
Mind your business.
You ain't met somebody
homeboy.
random, and then you still cool with them. There's some people that I don't have to talk to.
I'm
I don't have to
going
nothing. Yo, whenever I see them, I meet. I read.
Visit them or re-see them again.
Yeah, whatever that is. It's like we never left off where we never
can't-
stopped
But
where
let
we
me ask
left
this
off.
questions. You know, where
I
our
can-
discussions
I
have been.
can.
But let me ask you this questions, right? Do you feel like there's some older women that are? I'm saying that's in the way.
Yes.
Do you feel
Yes.
that?
Yes.
There's
I do.
some women. Okay,
Okay.
and why?
I
Break
do.
it down.
Okay. Yes, I want to hear this.
I do. Okay. I firmly agree with my friends sometimes.
Talk that
We
shit, P.
do get in the way sometimes, but
We?
I have to put myself in that box. I'm not giving out
So
age. I'm
so now
putting
we speaking
myself in
French.
that. Yes.
So why is
Then
that?
Dutch.
Break it
Okay,
down,
so
break it
it's
down.
like this, right? I have a daughter that's in the generation she's 24.
Till 24.
Okay.
Right? Now, my 24-year-old daughter has her set of friends.
Mm-hmm.
I have a great relationship with my daughter. Great. Excellent.
Awesome.
Like we talk about everything now, meaning as she got older. It's not about when she was younger, I was mom. But as she got older, whatever. She talked to me about her relationship, her goals that she want to accomplish, her business that she do have, which is Cali Minks. Go ahead and get those minks done.
That's dope.
And go on IG. You can follow her at Cali Minks. So I think she's a very smart girl.
Okay.
Like
She
very
is.
super smart.
She is.
A great example for her siblings. Now, she's having a party, right? For her birthday. She thinks me and my best friend are the coolest type of like vibes to vibe with. She invites us. I mean, if she's having a party, she doesn't have to invite me. I know it's her birthday.
Right.
We can celebrate later. But she invites us to the party. They are twerking, work. They having a ball.
They was.
They having a ball.
They was.
And I'm still mama bear, but I don't want to kill the vibes.
Please don't kill the vibes.
Exactly. So I just let her do what she do.
So because you thought she was in the way.
Nah, I'm not in the way.
Okay,
But
okay,
you know what?
okay.
When we going out, young niggas trying to holler at them. I'm in the way right now. I'm in the way.
Right.
Them young niggas spitting too. And I'm like, yo, kid, that's my daughter right there.
Right.
So
do you feel like some older women are competing with the younger?
They definitely are.
Right.
They
And-
definitely are.
So,
'Cause
and what
I
are you
agree.
seeing? Like, break it down.
What
Like, break it
I'm
down.
seeing is we've got no business in the strip club right now. We
I
did
agree.
that. We
I
did
agree.
this already.
I agree.
We did this shit already. We lived 10 times more than nigga. We started partying since we was 15, 16 years
Right.
old. If
Yes,
we're
sir.
in our late 30s and our 40s, my nigga, it's time to sit this shit down. Pass the baton. Let them have a
But they
vibe.
can't pass that baton.
It's like the baton. It's like they
It's
tugging.
stuck.
They tugging on this
they-
shit.
they won't let it go.
that shit go.
They
Nigga,
can't.
it ain't nothing in the club. Nothing in the club but
young-
young niggas
young
spitting
people.
bread, doing this.
Right.
Now, if you want that chaos in your life, you can do that.
Right.
They
But
might
that
want
is
that.
straight fucking chaos.
Right.
Young, you don't know. Nowadays, these kids talking about ops and this and that. Young
Right.
nigga pull up to your crib 2, 3 in the morning. The nigga was following them. He shoot up your crib. Fuck, nigga, we ain't doing that.
Right.
We's
So
not
so
doing
let me
that.
ask Jay the same
We're not
question.
doing that.
So let me ask Jay the same question. Do you feel like there's some older women that's in the way?
I do
right
feel
now?
like that
Okay.
because
Why is that?
they dressing like how the young women are dressing. So
Mm-hmm.
it's no difference in the way they dressing. They in the same places the young women. So ain't no difference in the places they go.
Mm-hmm.
They doing the same thing the young women doing. And some of them think they could do it better. Guess
Mm-hmm.
what? If you could do it better, cool. But guess what? It's not your turn. You had it. Let them have it.
Yeah.
Let them shine.
Let them go.
I agree.
Let them shine.
Let them do what they
Because
do.
if you are who you say you are, a YN or whoever gonna find you, baby.
Right.
You ain't got to
I agree.
steal the spotlight.
There you go.
I agree.
There you go. They gonna find you.
They gonna find
I'm
you.
not where everybody else is at. So you gonna find me. You gonna see what you want. But the
gonna find you?
older women, older women
P, they gonna
are
find you?
in the way. I swear to God,
They
in
are.
the way.
So
they
they
in the
are.
way.
Right.
They are.
So okay, let me ask you this.
Sit it down sometimes, ho.
So do you think older men are in the way? Do you think older
No.
men I don't think so. 'Cause I
No,
don't see
older
it.
men are not in the way.
Right.
You know why? Because it's rare
Mm-hmm.
that you find older men in environments where younger niggas are.
Correct.
The only way you'll find. Let me talk about Miami-Dade because I can't talk about other cities
Right,
or whatever.
right.
The
We
only
can
way
talk
you
about Miami.
find older niggas where you see YNs are is because money transaction.
Correct.
Hustling,
That's what
whatever
it
the
is.
case may be.
That's what
So
it is.
that's
Yeah.
when they interact with the younger crowd. But as soon as they finish use the young nigga, jet throw and they keep it moving. They keep it moving on your ass.
Yeah,
but
right.
young,
Pretty much.
I don't really see. And if they want to still stay in tune with what's going on in the streets,
Right.
so now you'll see a little bit of the older niggas in the club, but no, or you'll see them in certain areas where younger crowds are.
Right.
But I really don't see the older niggas in the way. They
Right.
let
Nah.
them.
So do you feel like they kind of scaled back a little bit?
Yeah, they
and let the
did. They
young
did
niggas-
because you know why?
Right.
They could be pointed out in the crowd.
Oh, that's
They
what
could
it
be
is?
they could be pointed out in the crowd because young girls, if they're in a situation where it's a young environment,
You're right.
young hoes gonna peep who this old nigga is or this nigga do not look like he's gonna stand out. He's gonna stand out like a damn straw. So it's needles in the haystack. So that's why older niggas do not really party like that. Mm-hmm.
So old hoes just blend in with the young hoes.
They do, because you know why? I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Perfect example is when Fabulous daughter, Emily B.
Okay,
her daughter was having
yeah,
a party.
yeah.
Nigga, could you tell that Bernice Burgos was older? She blended right in with the crowd, right?
No, that's different.
No. Because
you
do not ask
listen,
me a question.
I think some people are just blessed genetically.
I know, but Bernice Burgos, wherever she's at, she's gonna stand out like a sore thumb.
But she doesn't look old. She still look like what? Matter of fact, if you ask me, Emily B. daughter looks older than Bernice Burgos.
See, I never seen her in person.
Now, if you put T.I. wife Tiny in the crowd, come on, you gonna know it's Tiny. You gonna know that's a good one. You gonna know she older. So it's like you can't. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So some of these women, they could blend right in. They could fish right in there.
Right.
You won't know. You'll know she's a little bit older, but you don't know she's hitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even much gonna lie. I feel like some of them could blend in. Some of them can't.
Yeah, some of them.
If you know their
Okay,
business.
I agree with that.
I think it's from a genetic standpoint.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, so
some can, some can't. Okay, I agree with that.
Some could.
Yeah.
But I think it's from a genetic standpoint.
It is.
That's what I think.
You think it's your genetic genes?
The
that-
genetic genes,
it is.
right?
Right, well, whatever you want to call it, if she could stand out, she could stand out.
Right, because I
there's
don't care.
nothing I could do about it.
Because you can see an older woman that's trying to keep up, with the 20-year-olds. I don't care how much makeup she put on, how much weave, how much lashes. She's gonna look old. She's gonna look her age.
Okay, so
No
you
matter
mean
what.
to tell me
That's some telltale signs.
Some telltale signs, correct?
Yeah.
What do you mean by trying to keep up with the 20-year-olds? What about the woman who just keeps up with herself?
Hey, that's cool and all, but there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. Like, for example, me, like everyone know I'm a suit and tie guy, right? Of course, sometimes, I may be in a graphic tee and some jeans or whatever, but this is not my attire.
Everyday.
This is not my everyday attire, right? So you got to know when to kind of scale back and start dressing age appropriate. Because me personally, I think that's very important.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
is.
important.
It is.
Because that's like you still trying to be in the way because you still trying to compete with the young females or the young males or whatever. We always talk about that. We always have
we
this.
do.
I just feel like I said, it's the gumbo pot. Everybody mixed in. You can't. It's like it's tiring. It's stressful to me.
It's stressful.
The dating is fucking stressful. That's why I've been single
Okay, but what's
for years.
yeah, but what's causing this though? Me personally,
I'm
think
the
it's-
problem.
No, but
I think I agree. I think you are the problem.
I'm the problem.
Okay.
She's the
I'm
problem.
the problem because I get bored quick as fuck.
But remember what I told you when we had this last discussion. I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Damn,
what I told
admit
you,
it.
Pete?
It's like
It's like
What
therapy.
did I
admit
told
it.
you?
How
I
you feel
told
now?
you.
No, you
dating.
got me fucked up. I'm not the problem.
But
Y'all
you are the
niggas is the
problem.
problem.
Pete,
It's the niggas.
Pete,
You're
check
right.
me out.
It's
Check
the
me out
niggas.
though, Pete. Remember what I told you.
This guy.
Dating is boring, no matter what.
Yes.
It's boring. So,
Yes.
like I told you, a man could be on his hustle. He's on his grind. It's not every day a man could fly you out, take you out
Oh
to
my
eat,
God,
and do these
Adrian.
things. No, I'm seriously
But
because
I'm not asking for that.
no, but I'm just saying though, when a man is on his daily grind, it's gonna be boring.
Okay, if
You
you're
know,
on your daily grind, I think at that
relationships is
time,
boring.
I think
Relationships is boring.
I
it's
tell
not. It's
people
not.
this.
It's not a fairy tale.
I tell people this
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Everything is backwards. Everything is backwards.
Yeah.
Relationship is the friend. It's like you got to build a friendship, then relationship, then marriage, then children. Then I tell you, this shit is
Yeah.
backwards as fuck.
It
It's
is
not
backwards.
real.
Mm-hmm.
It's you end up meeting somebody, you get pregnant, you talk about marriage is like the new relationship. That shit get boring. Then relationships turn into friendships, and then that's it. You lost the person, but you still want to be cool with them. You still want to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like I would like to get to know somebody first. Like, I don't want to rush in no relationship. I don't want to. I enjoy being single. I did enjoy
Yeah, me
being
too.
single.
I
I
agree.
love being single.
It's fun.
Because you like your peace of mind. Is
I
that what it is?
love
Yeah,
my
it's
peace
fun.
of fucking
So do
mind.
you get aggravated? Like,
Ooh, I
Real
get.
fast.
I just told you, if I
just
text
get
you
aggravated. Yeah.
and I realize you are the phone guy, and you did not respond, I'm not gonna say right away. But if it took you 3 hours just to say I was busy, so you mean to tell me for 3 hours you didn't look at that phone?
Nope.
Right now, I'm itching to grab my phone right now.
And do
So
what?
what does that mean?
so you say that aggravates you?
That's aggravating as
Right?
hell.
Really?
That's aggravating. Yes, it is aggravating because that means if I thought about you, then
Oh,
and I respond.
what are
Is it
some
a
other
problem
things,
because he
though?
didn't think about you?
No, it's not a problem. I'm just saying
okay.
it's not. It doesn't cost you nothing to respond back. Nothing. Just say, I'm busy. I'm doing something. Whatever the case may be.
You're right.
But you
You're right.
can't. Some niggas just feel like, I'll get back to this hoe. Or I seen a text and I was doing something. And
How about if he forgot? He grabbed the phone. He was about to.
I understand that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
That's why I'm not a text person.
Right.
I like to talk on the phone. Like,
So okay,
talk.
so what if it's an individual that may work in the corporate world, right?
Then
And
I'm not
he's
calling.
He's in meetings all day.
I'm not calling.
So
I
he
know
doesn't
that.
really have time to respond to your text messages.
I'm
and all
not.
that.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm not doing that because I know I could read the room. I understand.
Okay,
How
good,
everything
good,
is.
good,
I'm not
good.
going to sit up here and talk to a nigga that's in the corporate world and then text him around 12 o'clock and I know he got business meetings and no. I'll wait till after the 5 o'clock hours.
Mm-hmm.
Call you, see how your day was, or whatever the case may be. But I'm not going to. No, I'm not. And then I'm not a bugaboo. I
Gotcha.
don't like to aggravate a man, text him all day, do this, do that.
So Jay, let me ask you. So what are some of the things that aggravate you? With you know, especially
According to P, I'm always aggravated.
You are.
When
you
I talk to
you
women.
are, baby. You are.
I don't know. It's just for me. This is the person. It's some people that they'll do the same thing this other person to do, but it's because it's this person. I don't feel aggravated. I'm not bored. I'm interested. I'm locked in. Some people, the interest is not really there. So any little thing, it kind of like is a little aggravating.
You'll accept any bullshit from the person that you really like, but the one that you don't like, but
listen.
she's putting in that effort.
That's not true.
why you
not
say
true.
that?
Oh
Pete?
God,
That's not true.
because it's human nature.
It's not true.
It's human nature.
I mean, everybody have favorites, but I like to treat people according to who they are.
Accordingly.
Yeah,
Yes.
I go accordingly.
No, IG said that a long time ago. I remember
What they
recording
said?
it.
What they say?
It was a girl. It was a nigga that courted her, whatever. And he texted her. He was like, "Good morning, queen. I was just hoping." And she got so aggravated by that shit. She turned the phone and was like, "Ugh." But the nigga, the toxic one, called texted and was like, "Wake your stank mouth ass up." You like, "Oh, that's
And she
bad.
responded.
Duh.
Hey, but what did I
That's how
tell
it
you?
go.
What did I
That's
tell
how
you?
it go.
But hold up,
What I
hold up,
told
Pete.
you.
But
That's how
what
it
did I
go.
tell you though?
What?
When we had this conversation 2
What?
weeks ago,
What?
we spoke about this. You know how the good guy, that guy, you
Yep.
know, may be thinking about you. He's sending you a good morning text.
Because he's not the one.
One of them
She's-
grand rising
She's
brothers.
just not that into you. That's just
Yeah.
it.
That's the point.
She's
You know
just
what I'm
not
saying?
that into
Grand
you.
rising.
So do you
queen.
think? So do you think?
Grand rising.
But
Ooh.
Pete, this though, Pete.
Ooh, and I ain't gonna lie, I would do that. I'd be like, "Oh, shut the fuck
But see,
up."
that's my point. See, that's the thing.
But
Pete.
that nigga that text me and be like, "What, go stank my ass up?" You like, "Oh," because that's the vibes that I give.
Okay, but see, Pete, this Pete. So see what you just said. I think that's some of the problems.
What's
And
that's
and
a
this-
problem?
Yeah, it's a problem. In this
You're the
dating
problem.
pool, it's a problem.
How is that a problem?
Because
That's my vibes.
I
I like for you to
understand-
call.
I understand what you
I like
said.
for you to text me and be like, "Wake go stank my
I
ass
understand
up."
that's how you. That's how you
Yes.
vibe. I get it. That's how.
But the wake up,
that's
how you doing,
Pete-
queen?
That's
I'm
not
like,
normal.
"Ugh, shut the
But you
fuck
don't think
up."
that's like very respectful when a man just texts you, "Good morning, queen. How you doing? Beautiful.
You're the
I
problem,
hope you
Pete.
have a wonderful, great day." You don't think that's like?
the fuck
You don't
up.
think that's like respectful? You don't think that's respectful, Pete?
What is not respectful? Because he said, "Wake your stink my ass up."
Nope.
Wake my
I
stink
mean,
my ass up
that's
for
not
real.
that's
that
no
is
respect.
respectful.
That's no
Oh,
respect.
that's respectful. Because you know
Come
why?
on.
Hey, what we will say? Women
We
love disrespect.
That's not true.
They
That's,
do.
To me, that's not disrespectful. Because you
Come
know
on,
why?
man.
That's my type.
Grand
of,
rising queen.
That's my
and
type of
wake your
vibe.
stu-
That's
wake your
my
stink
type.
mouth up.
That's my type of vibe.
on,
like
man.
I know I'm a
So you get a
joking
kick.
person. I'm a person that likes to like just be you. Just
Okay.
be you. If you're not you, nigga, just wake up, grand rising queen. This and that. In about a month, you ain't gonna get that no more.
Okay.
But the yuck mouth nigga gonna tell you that every time he see, every single time. So it's like, no, that shit is a facade. That's your representative. That's wake up, queen.
But that's
grand rising.
I appreciate
Here
that.
goes. Wake up and have a blessed day. At bed. Shut the hell up,
But
fuck, nigga. You
see,
ain't-
but the thing
shut
is,
up.
when you talking to these women at first, it's the same thing as the facade both ways.
No, because I rather a man who comes at me like I'm a joking person. You know, we like to go out, we like to vibe and joke and shit like that.
I know.
To this day, I still got people that do the same thing.
Okay.
We got that same chemistry. So if
Oh,
I could
you
see,
do?
oh god,
Oh,
we
really?
have that chemistry. Like a nigga, me and a person could just vibe like that. So it's not no grand
Interesting.
rising queen.
What
Wake
is
up.
it? What is it?
I hope you have a wonderful day.
So
Like,
if
shut
it's
the
not the grand rising, what is it?
Man, look here, man. I don't want to hear that shit. And it ain't about some women just don't know how to be treated. Yeah, I do.
All right,
This
thank
is
you for
my
that, Pete.
vibe.
So Jay, so let me get back to you, Jay. So let's make this real quick before we wrap up.
Yeah.
So what do you feel about that,
Grand
Jay?
Rising,
with
King.
the Grand Rising.
I feel like sometimes when you dealing with these women, since they have so many options, sometimes you can be yourself, but sometimes you really can't, because being yourself is too abrasive for them. Cause like nigga, like, sometimes I don't want to do all that dumbass shit. I just want to, I want to send you some shit and make you laugh, cause that's how I feel.
Okay.
You feel me? Or like I might not wake up at 8 o'clock. I might not have slept. Okay. And I might see some shit. I might think about you at 5, 6 in the morning. I'll send you some shit. And whenever you see it, you holler at me.
All right, thank you, Jam. Thank you for breaking that down for me.
Grand Rising, King.
You funny, King. You funny. Hey, you guys have heard it. Dating in 2025 from Jay and Talk That Shit P.
Toxic.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. You guys can follow me on all social media platforms, on my Instagram, Talks with AJ Podcast, on my YouTube channel, Talks with AJ Podcast. You can also follow Talk That Shit P on Instagram. You can also follow Jay on How I Say It Podcast. What is
or J Cash Code.
Or J Cash Code. You can follow these individuals. Also, guys, remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and also drop your comments in the comment section. If you have any topics you would like AJ to discuss, please drop it in the comments and let me know, and we can rock out. Thank you guys for rocking out with me. Peace.